you know, you often get an artist in the back of your head, like Little Richard. Obviously, anything I do that's screaming is Little Richard. Are you listening, Richard? Yes, it was you. You are the king. He's always saying, Paul, I told you, woo. But, you know, he was a great influence. I mean, like the last day of the school term, I remember being on a school desk doing Tutti Frutti, you know. So, I mean, that's going back a bit, that is.
On the last day of school, we used to come in, bring our guitars in, the last day of term. And I used to stand on a desk and do Little Richard. So, and then during the Beatles, I used to do all my screamy numbers were to do with him, you know.
Did you have a special face for being Little Richard?
No, just a bit more screwed up than the others. But we met him in Hamburg. That was the real time we got to know him. And he was just after his kind of evangelistic period. And we used to say, is it true you threw all your rings off the bridge and gave all your money away? Well, of course it's true, child. And he used to get in front of the mirror. And he'd do this Vic treatment for his throat. You know, you put a towel over your head and get Vic and the hot water. And he'd come up, he said, oh, you're so beautiful. I can't help it because I'm so beautiful. Oh, Richard. Woo. And he'd do all this bit in the mirror about how beautiful he was. But we loved it, you know, we were suckers for all that. We'd never seen anyone do all that stuff before. We said, yay, Little Richard. And we'd say to him, tell us about all that, you know, and we'd just sit there for hours like kind of disciples in the dressing room. And he'd sort of sit there like, and he'd kind of be, he'd bare to the waist, and he'd sort of have a little blanket over, and he'd sort of tell us, well, I remember, ooh, a long time ago. And he'd tell us all these stories. I was spellbound for years. We were. Remember, he said to Ringo, he said, he used to take hold of Ringo's hand. He said, that's a beautiful ring. I really love that ring. He said, you come back to my hotel, I'll give you a ring like that. And so we all went. We didn't realize what was going on. We said, great, I'll come. All right. So we all go back to the hotel room, and he's stuck there, you know. It's all like, where's the ring then? Never did get the show. But he's great. I love his voice, you know, he's great guy.
Well, I'll tell you, we were in Nashville, and have you ever heard of a guitar player called Jerry Reed? He's a really good American. And we were talking to him, and I was saying that I was going to go on the road. And he said, man, if I was Paul McCartney, I'd buy the road. Now, around about those days, it's also sort of a little bit sleazy, a little bit cabaret, but you get stuff like this. I love the sound. Ooh, come on, baby. Can I buy you a drink? Oh, all right. Where you from then? I'm with the government. All right. I'll have a gin in it. Well, come on, baby. My little darling. Want a drink with me? Come on, honey. Maybe we'll go back to my flat. My flat. I'll go on and twist my arm. Yeah. It's back. Yeah. Do. You see, you can have acres of fun on these things. Oh, boy, I tell you. You see what I mean about the sleaziness of it all? I love it. Oh, France! Welcome to the castle. Quite a windy night out, yeah? But you know, I always love it here in Herschwig von Schlechtstein. Who's this Hans character? I've never heard of him. Don't worry, my darling. We're all together. Woo! You can have a lot of fun on these things. Oh, I'll tell you.
Yeah. He's not a Beatle.
You know what? He might just be in love.
Yeah. The funny story to me, though, business-wise, and I want to get to the new single and all that. I know that's what we're here to talk about. But the fact of the matter is, you were the guy who said to Michael Jackson, you should get into publishing.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Don't you love the irony?
And he bought all your songs.
Yeah.
And you've said to him, listen, I'll give you fair market value. Let me buy my songs. I want to own them. And he won't do it.
No.
And now that he has
Scumbag.
He's sort of using them as leverage for his own financial problems.
You know, it's a funny thing. We had quite a good little relationship. He rang me up one Christmas Day, I think it was, and I heard this. Hello?
He's very weird.
Paul?
Yeah.
I said, hello, is this? I thought, uh-oh, wait a minute, this American fan's got my home phone number.
Right.
This is weird. I said, hello, yes.
Yeah,
no, he's not here.
Yeah.
So, hi, Paul. So, anyway, he came over. I said, what do you want to do? He said, make some hits. I said, well, that sounds good. So we got a little relationship there. It was quite good fun. And it is true, he did ask me, he said, you know, got some advice, Paul?
Yeah.
I took him aside and said, diddle-a-diddle, and think about getting into music publishing. And I thought he was joking. He said, oh, I'm going to get yours. Well, I went, he slapped
Sure
him
you
on
are.
the back. Good one, you know, I thought that was a joke. And then I just got rung up. He said, he's got yours.
Oh.
And I thought, hey, you know what is weird? I don't mind that because he, you know, had all the
business, yeah.
cash. Someone was selling it, and he bought it. What I don't like is that I've actually written to him a couple of times with Dish in the Dirt. Howard, you got me at it.
Go ahead, yes.
I don't normally
You
try
wrote him
and
a
do
couple
this.
of letters.
Wrote him a couple of letters saying, Michael, don't you think after, like, even if I was just a writer on the payroll, after 30 years
Right.
of being reasonably successful for this company you now own, don't you think I could have a raise?
Yeah.
And, you know, he said, oh, well, that's just business. I said, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've never talked about it. He won't even answer my letters.
Oh, my
so, you know
God.
what? If we haven't got that great a relationship.
Not anymore. Huh?
That pisses
But
me
I did
off,
read
man.
I met him.
recently.
I
Wait a
met him
minute.
once, and I thought he was the oddest human being I ever met.
But I did read recently that because of some cash flow problems he's having, aren't your songs up for grabs?
In fact, this might be a good time for me and you to go in and buy these songs.
I'm in.
Yeah.
You know, so
No,
we
I
could
think
wind
it
up
may be
owning all
true.
of them, yeah.
I don't know. You know, you never know what's room and what isn't. I don't have access to his accounts, but you know,
I do.
that may be true. I know you do.
I have access
mean,
to everyone's
we
accounts.
could go and buy them, but you know the trouble is, I wrote them for nothing,
Right.
and buying them back at these phenomenal sums is just
It rubs you the wrong
I
way.
can't do
Oh,
it.
should.